So listen, if any of you guys are thinking about doing your own podcast, man, I highly recommend you use Anchor. Anchor.fm. It's free. You know what I mean? It's got all the tools and stuff you need to make your stuff sound spiffy. You know what I mean? It's seamless. It's user friendly. You can record it from your phone. You record it from your computer. You know what I'm saying? If you wanted to be on Spotify or Apple Podcast or anything like that, it'll do it for you. You know, you can make some money. You know what I mean? Doing a sponsorship ad and just like something like this. And it's also free. So if you're interested in it, man, you can download the free Anchor app or you can go to anchor.fm. Good luck. All right, folks. We back in the lab, back in the studio. Captain's Log Podcast, episode 15. I Live Art, featuring my main man, Glenn Clevenger. What's happening?
What's up, man? What's up? I'm glad to be here.
I'm glad to have you, man. One of my biggest inspirations, you know what I'm saying, supporters to get me to get this thing off the ground, man. So definitely thank you for joining me.
Yeah, man. I thought I was gonna be guest number one, but you you skipped me.
Look, man, I had to put them first 5 or 6 episodes down, man, to lay the foundation, you know, who I am, my personality, you know what I'm saying, shit like that, man. But enough is enough. You know, it's time to start bringing guests on. So now I'm just going down the line, putting all the important people in my life on there. So I had to get you on this one, man.
Yeah.
Know?
Man. I mean, I'm proud to see you grow as a as a podcaster. From just becoming an idea to executing it. So keep doing it, man.
It is, man. It's hard work, man. It's hard to please people, man. It's hard to please people. It's hard to get people to listen.
But that's where you got to get out of your head.
To
please people. It's about you and putting out what you want to do. Because like me as an artist, that's the same thing. Pleasing people, it's a distraction, and you got to please yourself. This is your art. So that's where it matters.
And that's what we talking about today. That's why I named this episode I Live Art. You know what I'm saying? That's your name. That's what you go by.
Yes, sir.
How'd you come up with that?
Oh man. So what was it? I had Instagram, back in a day when it first started, 10 years ago, when it wasn't what it is today. And I was just taking random pictures and well, actually when I signed up I was like, damn, I don't want.
Didn't you have another name before that?
Nah,
it's always been I Live
Art since day one.
Damn.
And I was like, what? I don't want to use my name. I don't want to use Glenn Clevenger.
Yeah.
And I'm a big Lil Wayne fan since day one. So
yeah. The old one.
Shout out Weezy. So I remember one. I don't know if it was a mixtape or a song, but I think he has a tattoo. I am music or something. I am music. So I think
that was a mixtape. Maybe that was a Gangsta Grills joint or something.
Or even a lyric. But I remember it said I am music. And I just like, damn, that's deep because he is like, that's his life, pretty much he's saying. So me, I was like, man, I got a little inspired by that, and I was like, I thought of I Live Art because I live that, I breathe that. I'm inspired by that. So I went with I Live Art, and then I got lucky. I got it.
Yeah, it works. Listen, for those who don't know, I mean, anything from, my wedding photos to, the little collage that you may have seen on the gram that's upstairs in my house, you know what I'm saying? Any picture that looks sharp as fuck outside of my motorcycle pictures came from Glenn. You know what I'm saying? He been flying me in, man, from day one. But so, question is, man, so what is art? What does art mean to you?
Oh, man. Everything, really. Life, everything. Anything that gives you inspiration, that moves you, that picks at your emotion, makes you cry, make you smile, laugh. So literally you could look around in the world and call everything art.
Yeah.
I think whatever moves your heart is considered art.
Yeah. Do you have like a particular type of art that's like your favorite, or something that moves you the most, or something that you may not know as much about that you want to look into more, or?
Right. I love movies.
Yeah.
I'm a big movie guy, cinema guy. So that's what I'm moving into right now. More storytelling in film and writing and directing. But I would love to pick up paintbrush. I would love to paint more, or even learn how to officially paint.
Yeah.
If I had time, that's what I would like to dabble in.
Okay. So how old were you when you figured, hey, maybe I'm pretty good at this photography shit, man. Let me start just kind of playing or dibbling dabbling. You know what I'm saying?
Right, man. I don't know. Well, I was in high school. I was always with the camera.
Yeah.
With the little disposable camera.
The
I would go.
Candid, what is it? The little Miramax or whatever it was called. Yeah.
I would hit up.
Yeah.
I would go to CVS. I would hit up Rick and
Royce.
Yeah, Rick and Royce.
The Roycer.
Yeah, man, where they at? They would hook me up with some cameras.
Yeah.
And I would get them developed. Yeah, so I was always taking pictures back in high school and stuff. But when Instagram came out, I was inspired by other photographers and the photos on there, and everyone was like, "Oh, Glenn, I love your photos. I love all this and that." I was taking random photos of sunset, rain, the railroad track.
I think that's usually how you start.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's I guess you when you do that, you kind of working on, your focus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess your vision.
Yeah.
If you could say that, because I see random people. Like guys who, I just bought a camera. Next thing you know, they taking a picture like a waterfall or something. I'd be like, this shit is whack. And I'd be like, oh,
right.
You out here trying to find yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
They're moving along. But people would just compliment me, and those compliments, gives you motivation to keep shooting.
Yeah, absolutely.
To just keep growing, keep looking for knowledge. I was on YouTube, how to do this, how to do that.
YouTube University, man, for the win.
Oh, A1.
Everything, man. All right, so initially you were just working. You know what I mean? You had a job, and I guess you started doing this part-time, trying to monetizing on it part-time.
Yeah.
It was at what point did you feel like, you know what I'm saying, I could do this shit as like my only source of income?
So in like 2012, I did my first wedding. Two of my friends hit me up and they're like, "Man, you got to do my wedding." I'm like, "I got you." So I did their weddings, and I continued to network and do other people's weddings and family portraits and stuff like that. And then, so that was like 2012. And 2014, 2015, I'm still shooting, every weekend, editing late nights. And I love my job at that time. I worked for Kids After Hours. Shout out Kids After Hours.
Kids After Hours.
I love working with the youth and, making a difference. So I was there for like 11 years. But like 2015, those late nights and early mornings going to school, I couldn't do it. So I was like, I'm got to take that leap of faith. So 2016, I was like, I'm going to do it. I know if I put all my energy into my passion, it's going to, the money will come. But two, I'll have more freedom and time to do that, to do what I love. So in 2016, I took the leap of faith and went full time with it.
And business been booming ever since, huh?
It's been booming. Your own business is up and down. But I tell you, I quit that the spring of 2016, at the end of school year, in June, right? Summer was there. 2 days later, I'm on the phone with Tatiana Ali talking about her wedding in July. And she's like inquiring about my, wedding films. And that's 2 days after I basically quit. So that was like a sign from God.
That's crazy.
Man, like, you can do this, and you just got to have faith and put in your work. And then she flew me out to LA next month, and I did her wedding. So I took it as a blessing, and as like, it opened up my eyes to saying, okay, I got something I could do for the next couple of years.
Yeah, how was that experience, man? I mean, was you like nervous? You're around a celebrity, you know what I'm saying, or family, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people at the wedding.
Mind blown about that. I still like, damn, I really did that. It's weird, man, but it was the most nerve-wracking thing I've ever done, like, ever.
You probably had to edit the shit out of them pictures, bro. Make sure them joints was
film.
perfect.
I did her video.
Oh, you did the video?
I did a video. So Yeah, but I was souped up. Going there, I think I had a panic attack on the plane.
And you went by yourself?
I went with my fiance.
Okay,
so
okay.
She accompanied me, and she actually got some nice shots. She helped me. She was my assistant. But on the plane, like I think I almost passed out. I was like pale, white as could be. And then when I got to LA, like I had my stomach hurt. I had to go to the bathroom. I just was so nervous. I freaked myself out. I had a panic attack.
Wow.
And then, but that night, I got all rested.
Mm-hmm.
And then we did her rehearsal dinner.
Yeah.
This nice, dope little Ethiopian spot, and like filmed that. Met her family. Met the cast of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which was my favorite show, still is.
Met the cast?
All the cast came.
Everybody?
Except my man Will. Except
Will be on the bullshit,
Dude,
bro. You ain't too big to come to the fucking wedding.
Yeah, man. I know. So, I met everyone else. Was cool, man. Everybody was cool. And it was just a surreal experience. And I'm still like humbled that I was able to do that for her. Yeah. It was crazy, though.
So you felt like that was probably the best job you've performed since you've done this? Or you think that was just like the foundation of, this is what I can do for you? You see this right here? You see this shit I did here? I can do this for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, it was a highlight, because it was a highlight, one of my highlights of my career. I mean, I love all my weddings I shoot because I love telling love stories.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that was a highlight just because of the situation and like, damn, how it came full circle in life.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, like I relate my story to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
In '98, I was a little 8th grader. I got in some trouble. I was stealing from the mall. We got caught. We got
what you steal?
Man, we stole some clothes, man. We stole some clothes.
Stealing.
So we came ready to steal. We came with the bag. Dude, my friend was the lookout, and he was like, "Yeah, you good?" All right, put the shirts in the bag and step off. And then this big guy came out behind us, like, man,
grabbed y'all asses
us up. But so I got in trouble, and I came after I did my community service. I came up to visit my brother in Burtonsville.
Barry.
Just to visit. Yep, Barry.
Barrett.
Just a visit for the summer, but I ended up staying. I called my mom and I said, can I stay for the school year to get a better education? And I ended up staying for
forever.
20 years now. 21 years I've been here.
Crazy, because Barry had never, we never even knew. And then when he came to school, I was like, who the fuck is this guy? And y'all didn't look shit alike. So I was like, what the fuck? I was like, okay, man, the different parents, I guess.
Yeah.
But I mean, I remember, man. I remember when you came, man. You had the short, you kept the hair short. You was kind of chubby a little bit. I think we all had that stage. Was a little chubby.
I was never chubby, bro.
You was, bro. You was way more than what you did.
I'm gonna pull out.
Barry was chubby too. I always say chubby. He just weighed more. Carlos the only one been the same weight since forever.
Since day one.
Yeah, but that's cool, man.
Yeah,
so you really chose to to do weddings as your thing. Because of the happy ending aspect.
Happy ending. It pays well, and like I said, I love to storytell. And I mean, what better story to tell than someone's love story?
Yeah, and that's something like that'll never get old.
Right.
It'll never get old. It'll never run out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, who knows the types of weddings you'll be shooting? 10, 20 years from now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but and they're so unique. Everybody's story is unique.
Everybody's shit different.
So that's another thing.
I agree with that, man.
Yeah.
So all right, so I think it's safe to say that shooting the weddings is probably the best part. What type of shoots or videographies do you prefer not to do? I won't say hate or don't like, or you just prefer not to do.
I don't know. So I think it's more on the client. So it's more people based. So I love creativity. So I try to think outside the box as much as possible, and bring that to the table as well for the job. For the project. So if I don't have a creative or open-minded client, I think that's the type. That's what
make it frustrating.
That's a little more frustrating because I'm put in a box, and I'm an artist, so I'm trying to get out of the box. But if they're trying to have this strict idea or is just not open minded, that I'd rather work with somebody that's more creative or more open minded.
So is that something that you kind of throw out there in the beginning? Like, listen, this is the type of person I am.
Right.
Yes,
right.
I want to hear your ideas, but
Right.
I want you to kind of let me run the show a little bit too.
Or
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want you to just kind of I just want you to be open minded to if I see something that may enhance your vision type deal. You ever had to tell somebody that? Has anybody ever said, "Nah, I just want this, dog. I just want you to do this, and that's it."
Oh yeah, yep. And I've done that exactly. And at the end of the day, yeah, they're paying my bills. Whatever.
Yeah,
I'm working for them.
Yeah.
And I have to sometimes bite the bullet, and they won't compromise, and I'll just be like, okay, and I'll just do the job that they want, and it'll still please them, but I love to be creative and do what we can to make it better. I mean, my job is always to bring your vision to life, but put my spin and my twist on it, because that's why you hire me, for my vision.
Yeah,
and most people know that when they come to me. It's like, oh, I've seen your work. I know what you produce. So that's what I'm coming to you for. So, but yeah, it's been fun.
That's good, man. I mean, and the thing about it is, man, like I only maybe know, besides you, I think I only maybe know one other person who's like doing like their dream job. You know what I'm saying? Like I only know one other person. That's like a lot of people are just like they got a 9 to 5, whether they're government workers or contractors or whatever. But then it's like it may be like a delayed response. Like, well, you know what, man, I want to go and start a podcast. You know what I'm saying? On as my secondary potential income type deal.
Right.
But you just never see anyone say, I'm about to quit my job and start a podcast, dog.
Right.
Like, you don't see that shit, because really, for those who don't know, you don't really make no money off this shit. I done made $25 for 15 episodes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, it's right now. It's just for the fun. It's to be able to sit down and have conversations like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just touch people out there. You know what I'm saying? Just say, damn, man, that's some cool shit he talking about. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I mean, I salute anybody, man, who like really follows their dream. You know what I'm saying? Just do something that you just absolutely fucking love, and just say, you know what? This is what I want to do, and somehow, some way I'm going to make it work. And you've been making it work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it seems like you're doing pretty good, even with the COVID.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I did the COVID. The COVID kind of fucked you up initially, right?
Oh, yeah. COVID messed me up. I mean, it just it sat me down and made me, just reflect on my future, what projects I could work on. But, yeah, COVID messed me up. But going back to what you said about, dream jobs, before COVID, I used to go to schools. I even went to, ACES school and talked on career day.
Yeah, I remember.
So I always tell the kids, go out and find a job that you love. Don't go out for that. Don't go out for the job for the money, man, because 80% of America is built on people hating their jobs. That makes them go home and hate their life, and bring that negativity into their household, which then affects everybody: mom, brothers, sisters, the dog. So go out, find something you love to do, and that's really what matters. I mean, it sucks. We're born in this country, America's greed. I mean, imagine if everybody was raised to, the American dream was go out and, spread love and positivity and do something you love.
Yeah.
We would be living life.
Yeah.
But that's what I preach to the kids.
I just feel like it's so many obstacles, and it's just so many filters like blurring that shit out that you can't just see that. Like when you're a child, it's like that's all you know. But it's like as you get older and shit start to get a little bit more real, you got a little bit more responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? You don't have that freedom. You starting to need more shit, and it's not provided to you. That's when you start to just feel like, reality is just leaning on your shoulders. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, but that's good though, man. But so overall, you kind of feel like everything is moving smoothly. Everything is going according to plan. I mean, do you feel like you should be a little further on, and whatever your next move is? What's your next move?
My next move is so more writing and directing and doing short films. What was it? I don't even know, maybe May, I dropped my first short film.
Yeah.
Called 24 Hours in America. And, that was a 10-minute film that pretty much showcases all the bullshit that's going on in America right now, except for COVID. But, police brutality, racial discrimination, gun violence.
All that monkey shit going on right now.
All that. So it 24 Hours in America was the premise, and all this stuff happens throughout the day. And I dropped that a couple months ago, and it got big positive feedback on that. And that's where I'm headed towards. And I'm geared. I'm like shifting to do more films. I want to tell stories. That
next thing you know, you're gonna be doing whole movies. You trying to be the next Jordan Peele out here?
That's exactly. I'm trying to be. Yep. I want to be Glenn Clevenger out here with the Oscar.
Man, that's cool, bro. Listen, whatever you do, I'm supporting, man. I always support it, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just never ceases to amaze me when I see some shit. I'm like, what the fuck did he did this time? You know what I'm saying?
Man.
From the photography to the ideas. I mean, even just little shit like, hey, man, we about to go here, man. Bring the kids, like.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's cool, even though you don't have kids of your own yet. I just think that's the foundation that you're gonna set. I mean, you and Barry, y'all always just been outside.
Yeah.
Like even to this day, Barry be outside like a big ass kid. It's like
right. Yeah.
I was like that as well. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like we just moved here, so we still trying to figure out. We the youngins on the corner. But
I can't sit in the house, man. I gotta get out.
I can't either, man. I've been trying to move, man. Just trying to move around, been trying to keep in touch. I'm like, the bike season is up, man. Mm-hmm. So it's like I try to take that time once, my summer is to really just kind of get back in touch with the people I don't see that much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But man, look, you keep doing what you're doing, man. Sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Photography will never die. You know what I'm saying? Everybody likes pictures. It'll just keep enhancing. You may have to learn, the cameras keep on, new cameras, new camcorders, new types of film, new technology, new stories, just new.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the exciting thing about this business. Yeah. Every time I'm a tech head, so I get tempted to buy that new camera, to buy that new gimbal, but I'm also frugal and like, I don't need that, man. I can tell a great story without that. But it is exciting to what they put out. Like drones,
hell yeah.
Man, drones changed the game for me.
It's like I want to say I'm a tech guy. I don't want to say I'm a techie guy.
Right.
I'll just say that I'm just fond of electronics.
Yeah.
Like if I see something, like a GoPro or a camera or something that I may need to use that's gonna make some shit pop for me.
Right.
Then I'll sit there and I'll research that shit. I'll read the whole book.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Cover to cover.
Yeah.
To know, is this what I need? And that just comes with this whole experience. When I started this podcast, 14, 15 episodes ago, I just went on Amazon.
Right.
I just bought whatever the little bundle package I can get, with some condenser mics and just hook the shit up to whatever table and just started recording and not even knowing that I really was laying out some bullshit sound quality, but it was just like, but I'm like, if you listen and you follow me, then the shit just keeps getting better and better and better and better. Like nobody comes out the gate without issues. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't come out and your pictures was perfect. Like you had a couple blurry fucking pictures. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
you had a couple of typos in the video or some shit like that. That's the experience, man.
It's the journey,
and that's when you can put that
time
down. That's the story you can tell your grandkids. Like, let me tell you what Grandpa did, man. Back in 04, 05. You know what I mean? Right. I think that shit is cool, man.
Yeah, man. That's how you grow.
Yeah.
And now you got these nice mics up here getting this best
I
quality.
know, man. I love these Rode mics. they motherfuckers heavy, man. You probably beat a man to death.
Oh yeah.
But the sound quality is second to none, man.
Yeah.
But look, man, I won't hold you, man. Again, I definitely thank you for coming on, man. Coming just to tell your story. You know what I'm saying? This definitely won't be the last time. I may have you on here to talk football or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But
sure,
I just
man.
need you to be open. But go ahead and tell the people, man, where they can follow you, where they can find you. You know what I'm saying? Tell them all the good information.
Yeah, man. I mean, my favorite app, where I got started, what inspired me to do this is Instagram. You can find me at I Live Art, just all together. No underscores or nothing. Just I Live Art. Glenn Clevenger. You'll see me on there. Come check me out.
All right, y'all. Episode 15, man. It's a landmark episode. 15 episodes, man. This shit was all a dream a couple of months ago, man. We 15 episodes in. I'm going to keep pushing the content, man. Just keep listening to me, man. All right? Captain out.